Welcome back, everybody! I found out the answer to what I was doing wrong. I had to keep presenting other things. You know how I skipped to whatever? I don't even know what I skipped to. But either way, I skipped to something, and I realized, oh, okay, well, apparently I guess the knife was what was going to unlock some more dialogue, so go ahead and present him that. I'll show you what he said real quick. About this. Hey, don't tell me that's... There's a tag attached to it with the label SL9 Incident on it. I believe this would be the broken murder weapon you were speaking of? What are you doing with that? Ever since that case was closed, that knife's been locked away in a locker. On the day Detective Goodman was murdered, this suddenly disappeared from the locker. And was found in Mr. Edgeworth's car muffler. That's it! Now I remember what that incriminating piece of evidence was. When you showed me that knife, it all came back to me. Well, what is it, Detective? Quick, before you forget again! And that's exactly what we're going to be talking about right this very moment in time. The murder weapon. This knife, it was Joe Dark's, wasn't it? That's right! We traced it back to the store he bought it at, and it had his fingerprints on it too. But no one actually witnessed him using it to murder anyone, right? That's where his luck ran out. When you take a good look at the knife, you'll see it's broken. You don't have to take a good look to notice that. Yeah, well, anyway, take a guess where the broken off tip of the knife was found. That's what did him in. Where was it? The victim, Neil Marshall, was carrying it inside his own body. Ugh! It was found deep inside the stab wound. Did it match Dark's knife? You bet! Down to the last fiber. That's pretty conclusive. Neil's autopsy report added to the court record. Switchblade knife added to the... You mean updated in the court record? Sure, whatever. Well, there you have it, in a nutshell. That's all I know. Can I ask you one more thing? Can I look at the court record? That's my question. The broken tip was found in the victim's body, belonging to murderer Joe Dark. Oh dear. Anyway, though, let's see. Where's that other piece of evidence? The autopsy report. Stabbed in the back, died from a punctured heart and lung. A knife tip was in the wound. You don't say. Okay, Neil Marshall, 27, male, February 19th, between 7 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. Single stab wound, piercing heart and or lung. Died from blood loss in under 10 minutes. Weapon found in wound was missing tip. Oh, I see. That's very nice, actually. Or no, it's not. I'm just kidding. It's terrible. That's really terrible. What is it? If it's money you need, you should ask Chief Gant. It's not money, but it does concern the chief. His office is a crime scene, right? It's where Prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered. The chief's out now, and his office is locked. But we'd like to have a look around if that's okay. ... Well, any detective's ID card can unlock the door. What? Really? But if I let a civilian in there, I'd be charged with breach of trust. Breach of trust? Simply put, I'd be canned. Oh. Sorry, pal. I don't plan on getting fired because of you. How about this ID card? It was Detective Goodman's. That won't work either. The data was deleted the day he died. Oh. So in other words, Gumshoe is our only chance of getting into that office. I wonder if there's something we could show him that would make him change his mind. Huh. Great, really? I have to show more evidence? Well, alright. I guess I'll go ahead and start doing things right this very moment. Hey, remember, I'm the attorney here. You should let me in, because that's a crime scene and whatnot. Oh my gosh. So I did actually present a few other things, too, like the prosecutor's trophy again and whatnot, but that doesn't really, it doesn't really do anything. He still doesn't remember anything. I want to know the information. I want to know the exact reasoning. I think I know the exact reasoning, but I want to know for sure, dang it. Alright, so everyone, what do you think the piece of evidence... Oh, wait a second now. Where... Oh no, did we not have it? This is Marshall's prints. Where is the... I was gonna say, where's the one with Gumshoe's prints on it, huh? Maybe if we found that one, maybe then he'd open his mouth, but I don't see that one anywhere, actually. So if I don't see his fingerprints anywhere, I can't exactly blackmail him. I'm like, hey, Gumshoe, you want to help us out here? You should probably do that, otherwise we could just end up showing them the fingerprints, and then what are you gonna do about that? You're not gonna be able to do anything, of course. Oh dear, oh my, this is gonna be terrible, of course. Alright, man, be quiet. I already heard what you gotta say about that. Yeah, they even had something to say about the luminal testing fluid and the whatchamacallit. Basically, I'm just gonna run this through real quick, though. The joke with that one is that he ends up not really buying luminal testing fluid. He's like, oh, I got some of that too. But no, it's not really luminal testing fluid. It's actually something that, like, oh, make you grow 3 inches overnight or something like that. It's like, what? It's like, okay, sure. Because that makes sense. Yeah, he even sneezed. That's pretty crazy, isn't it? They had something to say about that, obviously. So, what? No, nothing about the screwdriver. Where's the screwdriver going to be necessary? I wonder. They said some... I swear, there's like a foreshadowing with the screwdriver here. It's like, oh, maybe that'll be the final decisive piece of evidence that we really need. Well, I have a feeling that probably will be the final decisive evidence we really need. So, I mean, based off of that, I mean, that's obvious foreshadowing, of course, right there. I thought they weren't letting me advance for a second. I was like, oh, that must be it, right? Oh, wait, no, never mind. Not the unstable jar. Dang it! Oh, what is it then? There's nothing that actually looks like that would be the answer. The security tape? Nope. Nope. Do we even have the evidence we need to show him? That is what I need to know, I guess. I guess not. Huh. Alright. I just wasted a bunch of time then, everyone. I'm sorry. I thought maybe we already had the evidence that we needed to convince him, but apparently not. So where would that evidence that we need... Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Where would the evidence that we need be at, though? I wonder. I don't know. Obviously not with... Wait, actually, you know... That's the thing, though. I should probably talk to her about this autopsy report. Nah, I didn't think she was going to add anything to that. She wasn't exactly the most cooperative person in the world, after all. She's just like, yeah, I don't care. I'm not going to help you. You're a scumbag lawyer. No one cares about you. Or do they? I don't know. How about you, Emma? You got anything to say about this? Here, see this? No? No, okay. Whatever. That's cool, then. Underground parking lot, police department entrance. Alright, underground parking lot it is, then. No. There's nothing here. You don't say. Okay, so the last place to go is the High Prosecutor's office? Oh boy, everyone. I can't believe it. The last place is the place we gotta go. What else is new, right? February 24th, High Prosecutor's office, room 21202. I wonder if Edgeworth is back yet. There he is! It looks like he's writing something. Huh? What are you doing here? He sure was quick to throw the paper on the floor. Tough day in court, huh? I've had to live the past 2 years with rumors flying around. What's another allegation to me? Cheer up, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm rooting for you. That's Edgeworth for you. Always trying to hide his real feelings. So what do you want? Unlike some people, I don't have all day. Well, nothing in particular, though. Not move. What the heck? Gosh dang, I always select the wrong option. Examine. And the piece of paper you threw on the ground. Thank you very much, please. I wonder what he was writing before. Come on, Mr. Wright. Let's take a look. Are you crazy? Edgeworth is sitting right there. Just distract him. I'll check it out. Hey, Edgeworth. Is that Detective Gumshoe at the window there? Oh no, he's falling to the ground. Hold on. First, let me see what this girl's doing crawling around my feet. He didn't even look. What? Letter of... If you can't read, I'll read it for you. It says letter of resignation. Resignation? Edgeworth, you don't mean... I'm tired, Mr. Wright. I feel as if something inside me has died. But Mr. Edgeworth, none of it is your fault. I know the path I've walked. You don't need to tell me. And the path I've walked hasn't been a just one. I can't forgive myself for what I've done. And no one else should forgive me either. Uh-oh. I think he's serious. Mr. Wright! Please, you have to do something! It's a letter of resignation. I wonder if I can use it for anything. Seriously? I don't get it. Right, whatever. Like, how is that even related? I'm really curious, though, but okay. Edgeworth's discarded letter of resignation. He's serious. Well, why did he crumple it up into a ball of paper, then? I mean, he shouldn't have done that if he was so serious about that. Alright, let's take a look at this then, shall we? I already had this thing right here, so let's see. Due to recent events, I hereby announce my resignation as public prosecutor. You really wrote a resignation letter. Wow! Even when resigning, Mr. Edgeworth is cool and concise. Still, it wasn't his fault. Someone has to be held responsible. That's how it is in the grown-up world. Yeah, but that responsibility means nothing if he just quits. Well, not everyone sees it that way. To truly take responsibility, you should have to work the rest of your life for no pay. Okay, then. Sometimes the grown-up world can be tough. Yeah, not that tough anyway. Just not that tough. I'd be a little bit extreme now, wouldn't you think? At least I would think so anyway. So, yeah, then. That's pretty good advice, though. Never give up! Trust your instincts, everyone! Oh my gosh, that's the worst thing you can do. The quickest way to failure is to never try, or give up, or I should say. I don't freaking know. If you want to never succeed, just give up. That's pretty much the easy answer right there. Anyway, though, that's enough of that. Anyway, let's talk, Edgeworth, about your resignation that doesn't really exist right now. Let's present the resignation letter real quick, shall we? They say where there's smoke, there's fire. Apparently, I was so caught up in the smoke, I lost sight of the truth. Edgeworth. The others are right. I have no right to serve as a prosecutor. But Mr. Edgeworth, you were only doing your job! I've always made my own decisions about what I can or cannot do. That hasn't changed. Forgiving myself is something I cannot do. Uh-oh. I think he's serious. Mr. Wright, please, you have to do something! This letter of resignation. I wonder if I can use it for... What? Huh? That was just the same conversation, wasn't it? I didn't even bother pressing the skip button because I didn't think there was any... I didn't even... Okay, whatever, you know what? I once dreamed of being a defense attorney a long time ago. What? You wanted to be a defense attorney, Mr. Edgeworth? Yet a clear path is laid out before me. I have no time to look back on what might have been. Or do you, Edgeworth? ... Right, please. I'm the prosecutor on this case. You don't expect me to sit here and discuss the case... Oh. I'll pass on the seat. Just tell me about the case. That's nothing new, but I can't skip it, though. Mr. Wright, Mr. Edgeworth, whose side are you on anyway? I don't know. Maybe if I just show him my best evidence, I can get some reaction out of him. Alright, whatever. We said that already. So let's just talk, I guess. Whatever. Forged evidence. There's no excuse for what I've done. 2 years ago, I used false evidence to obtain a guilty verdict. That's what it all breaks down to, and nothing I do can erase that fact. But you didn't know, did you? I mean, that evidence was falsified. The police department and the prosecutor's office share a bond of trust. If that bond is broken, we stand to lose everything. The police department's error is my error. My responsibility is the prosecutor in charge. That fact remains the same, no matter what excuses I might have. Mr. Edgeworth! I take pride in my work, so tell me why. Why has it all come to this? Even Edgeworth can't keep this kind of emotion bottled up. I suppose not, anyway. Tomorrow's trial. Are you up for the trial tomorrow? First last year's trial, now this one. It seems all you do is worry about me. To be honest, you're getting on my nerves. But Mr. Edgeworth, you can't just walk out on the trial. Tomorrow is the last day. It's too late to change prosecutors. I'll bet that's what my superiors are banking on. I never thought that case would come back to haunt me like this. What do you mean? That list of evidence, it seems too short. Most lists run twice as long. It's only half as long as most lists? That is odd. After Neil Marshall was murdered. Yes, Edgeworth, I became prosecutor for that case. I forgot to press the A button, that's why I was just like, oops. I may not have been part of the investigation, but at the time, there was only one thing in my mind. I'd use the evidence I was given to prove the suspect guilty. Say, we just saw a picture taken around that time. My voice, no, it's not good. That picture, something seems strange about it. Oh boy, it's a little bit too early to be losing my voice randomly here, but okay. Can you tell us again about what happened that day? The day Detective Goodman was murdered? You were participating in a ceremony over at the station, right? I've never cared for ceremonies, but I had to attend that one. Because you were awarded this? Those receiving awards can't exactly skip out on the ceremony. I finished up at the office in the morning, then drove over to the police department. You finished up at the office? Yes, just odds and ends, clerical stuff. I didn't plan on returning to the office that day. That is, until I was asked to take something back. Take something back? This. Oh yeah, Chief Gant asked you to hold on to that, didn't he? Yes, it was a piece of evidence in the case that was closed half a year ago. He asked me to bring it back to the prosecutor's office. That's the story we heard yesterday. So you came back here to the prosecutor's office because the chief asked you to? That's right. ... Uh-huh. Okay, then if you say so, then. Well, what if I present this screwdriver right to your face, then? ... Okay. Oh, come on. Come now, Mr. Wright. You seriously expect me to just sit down and chat with you about the case over a cup of tea? But... Oh. But this isn't related to the case, remember? You said so yourself. So I did. Chief Gan gave this to you that day, didn't he? He asked you to bring it here from the police department. The chief is a very competent man. But sometimes he does things that don't make any sense. ... At least it's better than being incompetent and doing things that don't make sense. A certain detective comes to mind. Yeah, I wonder who that could be anyway. Okay, so what do I present then? I have to present something, no doubt, right? Does he have a new talking point right now? No. No, okay. Well, knowing this game, I probably have to go ahead and present a lot of things until he opens up a dialogue box. You know, I wouldn't hurt if he put this up somewhere, like on a shelf. That has no meaning for me anymore. What do you mean, anymore? That's who I was last year. What good is it to dwell on the past? He's asking me? That makes me kind of mad. Actually, something's been troubling me about this shield. Look, do you notice anything different? Different? Yeah, don't you remember the other shield in the court record? I guess I better present this other shield. Alrighty then, I will do that then. This picture was hanging on the wall in Chief Gant's office. It's got a sword. Prosecutor Neil Marshall. He had just started making a name for himself. Looks like this was taken when he received the King of Prosecutors trophy. Speaking of that, there's something that bothers me. Yes? The trophy Mr. Marshall is holding. It's a little different than yours. Yes, you're right. ... I don't know why I just ... again. I said that before. I didn't mean to do that again. Oh my gosh, I repeated the history. Oh jeez. I remember now. Remember what? That was the official prosecutor trophy used until that time. There's a story behind it. A story? Sounds interesting. Would you mind telling it to us? It's simple, really. Contradiction. That's what the award's based on. Contradiction? Huh. I wonder what you mean by that. Prosecutor trophy. This award originates from an ancient Chinese tale. In Chinese, the word contradiction is written with 2 characters. The first means halberd, and the second means shield. Have you heard this story? Me? Oh, sure. Everyone knows that. Why don't you tell it, though? For Emma's sake. Very well. I don't think you really know that, do you, Phoenix? You're just saying that just because. Long ago in the kingdom of Chu, there was an arms merchant. One day, he presented the king with 2 items. The first was a halberd, he claimed could slice through any shield or armor. The second was a shield he claimed could withstand any weapon. Wait a minute. Those claims contradict each other! Very perceptive. But then again, you've heard this story before, right? Anyway, as you mentioned, the very descriptions of these items discredit them both. When the king pointed this out, the merchant was left speechless. And thus, the Chinese word for contradiction was born. I'm a little confused why they just decided to go objection and play that crazy music right there. It's like, dude, why? That didn't make any... That was just random. Oh, I see! So the chipped shield and broken knife symbolize... Precisely so. They symbolize the merchant's items. The ancient tale ends with the merchant at a loss for words. But it's in our nature to pursue matters to their conclusion. Even if it results in something as ugly as this. Wow, thanks, Mr. Edgeworth! I learned something new today! That's funny. If that's so, then why were you only given a shield? You'll have to ask Chief Gant. 2 years ago, he had the halberd part of the award abolished. Chief Gant. King of Prosecutors trophy updated in the court record. Alright, what was updated about it? 2 years ago, the halberd was removed at Gant's behest, giving it its current form. Alright. If you say so, then. I guess we're gonna go ahead and... let's present the new trophy first of all. Let's see. You know, it wouldn't hurt if you... Okay, whatever. Whatever, Edgeworth. You don't want to hang on a shelf. That's your own business right there. I'm not gonna judge, or I will judge. Edgeworth, put it on a shelf, man. What are you doing? Why has someone gotta be here? I just wanted to go back to Gumshoe and present the King of Prosecutors trophy again. Excuse me. I knew it! Would either of you care for a quarter pound of roast beef? Miss Starr! I guess she's out of lunches. You certainly are the curious sort, aren't you? Kind of like the first person who sucked a cow's nipple to discover milk. What the heck? Still, I never thought you'd go digging up that case from 2 years ago. Everyone in this trial was involved in the SL9 incident. Not only that, but the murder occurred on the very day the evidence from that case was due for transferal. This can't all be attributed to mere coincidence. ... Aren't you forgetting something? You know that little scene I happened to witness? The instant Lana stabbed Detective Goodman with a knife? No matter how much of the past you dig up, it won't change what I saw. Roast beef is meant to be savored when eaten. Miss Starr's hatred towards Lana. It all dates back to 2 years ago. I suppose it does anyway. Alright, dramatic music, here we go, Dark Investigation. Joe Dark, that's a name I'll not soon forget. We trailed him for half a year. Oh, the pressure. Still, I don't think I was ever more alive than I was then. Those days were steamier than a bowl of hot gravy. I could go for some hot gravy right now. On some spaghetti, nonetheless! You know, everyone, spaghetti and gravy is an actually excellent combination. Put some Parmesan cheese on that. Oh boy, it's probably extremely unhealthy, but good lord, it tastes good. You haven't lived until you tried spaghetti and gravy, everyone. Or just pasta and gravy in general. It's really good, though. Anyway, poor old Jake Marshall, though. Must have been going through heck. You mean because of his brother's death? They were close, those two. After Neil died, something took over Jake. He became obsessed. Seeing Jake like that made her all the more desperate. Her? Lana Skye. My sister! The best of the best were put on that SL9 case. Of course, they were led by that legendary duo. Lana and Chief Gant? Yeah, apparently so, anyway. That legendary pair was the reason we were able to keep up our investigation. That's why we're so shocked over how it turned out. You mean with the forging of the evidence? Don't get me wrong, Joe Dark got what he deserved. Still, it was obvious the evidence produced in court was being manipulated. Items our team never found would suddenly appear, while other items were kept secret. But you didn't have proof anything illegal was done! I'm proof enough of what happened. After that case, all of us save Goodman were relieved of our duties, most without even so much as an explanation. Then Lana Skye transferred to the prosecutor's office and became chief prosecutor. Lana always wanted to be prosecutor. Nothing's quite as simple as it appears. Huh? Lana Skye was merely being used as a pawn. That's my take on the matter. She was being used? Yeah, probably by Chief Gant, I'm guessing. Legendary duo. Damon Gant and Lana Skye. 2 years ago, Gant was chief detective and Lana was second in command. They were the best. They solved all kinds of cases together, didn't they? Damon Gant's magnetism, in particular, was almost unreal. His magnetism? By that, I mean his ability to attract evidence. He produced the most incredible evidence in the cases he handled. Incredible evidence? You mean... Oh yes, there were rumors about him even back then. No one dared confront him, though. I take it she's talking about forged evidence. You think, Phoenix? Back then, everyone looked up to Lana. All the detectives wanted to be like her. Really? Oh yes, myself included. I was a fool, really. She hated anything crooked and always watched out for the other detectives. That's why she was so concerned for Jake. Mr. Marshall! When Jake's brother was murdered, she felt as if she had lost her own brother. If it wasn't for her, I don't think Jake would ever have recovered from his shock. That's what makes it all the more infuriating. Miss Starr! That's why. I'll never be able to forgive her. Why did she have to turn so cold after that? ... I don't know, just because why not? Being used. Lana transferred to the prosecutor's office 2 years ago, didn't she? Yes, thanks to Chief Gant's powerful influence. Chief! That's right. Having solved the SL9 case, his position as a chief was secured. There was only one thing left for him to control, and then no one could stand in his way. The prosecutor's office. What? You mean that's why Lana was transferred? If he can control the chief prosecutor, he can control the prosecutor's office. That must have been his goal all along. But how could he control Lana? I don't know, but one thing's for sure. Ever since the case ended, she's never been the same. It's only logical to conclude. There must have been a reason for her to change. At last, I'm finally getting close to the bottom of this ugly mess. Thank you, Miss Starr. You listen to me, rookie. It takes more than just ingredients to create fine cuisine. I hope you turn out to be a better chef than I've been. Well, maybe I will, maybe you won't. Who knows? So do we just move on, or do we start presenting things, or I don't know. Letter of resignation. I don't have anything else to tell you. Miss Starr! The only thing I can give you, now, is a poppy seed rice set. Talk about cheap. Eat this, and maybe you'll be able to tell black from white in court tomorrow. I don't know necessarily about that. You never know. Maybe I could, maybe I won't. I'm not going to present too much here. I'm probably just going to present some of this end evidence here. Maybe I'll come back to it later if I can't find anything else. But yeah, okay. So, anything else I want to look at? No. Marshall's prints, maybe? Nah, okay, whatever. I thought maybe she'd be surprised. Like, oh my gosh, Marshall didn't know anything about that. What about the screwdriver? Yeah, I didn't expect that. Hey, I know that screwdriver. I was actually on that case too, in fact. My goodness, where'd you even get that in the first place? It's amazing, isn't it? Alright, so let's go back to the police department then, I suppose? Nope. Hey, Gumshoe, I got a shield to show you again. Or do I? February 24th, police department. Criminal affairs. Oh, you're back! You're still here? I gotta make 150 copies of these files. Brewing coffee, copying files. I'm turning into a regular DJ. You're a DJ as well? If I'm not mistaken, I think he means desk jockey. I suppose so anyway. Oh, that DJ! I gotta admire your persistency, but my answer's still no. Question mark? I'm not letting you into the chief's office, period. It'd be my neck on the line. That office is the last crime scene in the SL9 incident. I have to take a look in there. There's gotta be something we can do to make the detective change his mind. But what, though? But what? That is the main question. It could be the King of Prosecutors, maybe. Hey, that's it! That's the King of Prosecutors award that Mr. Edgeworth got the other day. Were you at the award ceremony, Detective Gumshoe? They won't even let me skip this, so yeah, I don't know. I got an award for diligence myself. Ah, congratulations. Say, this design's based on an old Chinese parable, right? Yeah, everyone knows that. There was this, dragon. Yeah, that's it, a dragon. He had a thing for shields, see? It's not exactly a version we heard. But this one sounds more exciting. Anyway, it gets kind of gory after that. I'll spare you the details. Well, I want to hear the details, though. So you got nothing to say about that, then? Alright, What is the answer, though? There's got to be some kind of answer. Oh, letter of resignation. What's this crumpled up piece of paper? I'm stupid. What's this crumpled up piece of paper? ... No way! Mr. Edgeworth can't be serious. Is he ever not serious? I can't believe they pushed him this far. Mr. Edgeworth really feels responsible. At first I thought he was as cold as ice, but now I know different. He trusted us detectives to provide him with sound evidence, but we betrayed him. Detective! ... That's it! I've made up my mind. But... Here, take my ID card. We can't do that if someone found out. They wouldn't let you off the hook with another lost item report. Look at me, it's no secret I'm already out of the loop. After all, I'm friends with Mr. Edgeworth. Depending on how this case turns out, I may already be as good as terminated. What? So at least let me do this for Mr. Edgeworth's sake. Alright, detective. Thank you. Gumshoe's ID tucked swiftly in your pocket. They already knew that, then why didn't we just do that in the first place? The police department ID card allows access to areas of the PD open to detectives. Alright, Gumshoe, what is your number by any chance? Do we see your number? Sort of, but not really. I mean, you can't really make out the number very well. You can make out his name. Not very clearly, but I mean, you can make it out anyway. So anyway, examine.
Detective Gumshoe isn't very photogenic, is he?
Whatever you do, just don't say that to his face.
Look, his eyes are half shut.
Yeah, and his mouth is half open. Doesn't look like it's half open to me.
Hey, each of his shirt buttons is off a notch.
And he's got the narrow end of his tie in the front. ... I think this goes beyond being a photogenic issue. Maybe that's just how he likes taking pictures, who knows? You never know sometimes. Alright, I think we're good to go then. Let's go ahead and have a move to the Chief's office. February 24th, Police Department, Chief's office.
Here goes, Mr. Wright.
On the next exciting episode! Cliffhanger, everyone. I'm sorry. I'll see you later, though, everyone. We're gonna see the Chief's office on the next exciting episode. And then we're probably gonna go to the court case if I had to make a guess, honestly. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see anyway. I'll see you later, everyone. Bye! Bye!